Guys, welcome to episode 18 of the Fake Fans podcast. Welcome back. Sorry.
I am so sorry. I think I messed up the episode for name for the last one.
No, you didn't, Scarra. You did no wrong. You're perfect. You've always been perfect.
I think it's awful. I didn't realize that like we need someone with a better memory to be on the podcast. I didn't realize memory was important because it feels like we share poor memory.
Well, okay. If we were to ever add a third person to this podcast, they have to be like a fucking librarian. Some sort of like fucking... Like
a diligent secretary type.
Exactly.
Yes. If they don't wear glasses, we're not accepting them.
Should we start wearing glasses again?
I do feel smarter. Yo, what are those?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I bought these sunglasses in Chicago. I just came back from Lollapalooza.
They look cool, right?
These are Oakley's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I always thought Oakley's were kind of like police officer sunglasses.
Okay, put them on.
And I bought the most like villain-esque looking sunglasses I could.
I do see that they're a little villain-esque. You do not look like an officer.
Yeah, that was the goal. I just didn't want to look like a cop.
Yeah, can I see that?
Yeah, sure.
I'm so interested. Okay.
I just didn't want to look like a cop, especially since I got my hair cut, right?
Yeah.
I actually like those on you. Wait. Yo, those might look better on you than they do on me. Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
I'm about to catch a police officer.
What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, so I got my hair cut. And
I can tell.
They kind of fucked up my hair. People say it looks okay.
I think it looks good.
I have a very square head now.
Yes. I was going to say, like, you know how people used to, like, Kim Jong-un, like...
yes.
Now it's like...
Yes. It's no longer, like, a racist statement. There is some truth to it.
It's now, like, you took inspiration. Like, you went to the barber and you're like, I want to look like him.
Yeah. I said, take a little off the top. And she literally grabbed my hair like this and just cut a straight line across.
Well, that's
is that how it's supposed to be done?
That's usually if you take a lot, right? Depending on what she put.
I don't know. I just look like... Have you ever seen... what is that movie called? Shit! The Morgan Freeman movie. It's about a guy who escapes from prison. Wrongfully.
Oh my God.
That movie. Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
My God. Sorry.
One of the greatest movies.
Full disclosure, I woke up with a migraine today and I'm like weathering the storm right now. So if I'm even more brain fog than usual, that's my bad.
But Shawshank, what do you got?
But I was going to say, I look like the prison warden from Shawshank Redemption.
I don't remember him.
I look like, because he has like such a fucking square haircut. Like I look like Korean Guile. Well, okay. No, sorry. Yes, you see his fucking hair? That's how my hair looks now.
Wait, that is...
Plus the hairline. Okay, I don't have that much of a 5 head.
Yeah.
But it's like close. It's pretty fucking close.
I think it's okay, you know? I definitely... Really? I think that when people come up to you now, they can just be like, Glorious Peter, and you'll be okay with that.
I fucking hate this guy. What the fuck? You are just like the worst. I hope that I don't actually ever have to break real bad news to you.
Glorious Leader.
Oh my God. I'm sending you to the labor camps. Just kidding.
Sir, where are we going?
Anyway.
What is my job for today?
Anyway, yes. Sorry. Yeah.
You got your haircut. You came back from Chicago.
I came back from Chicago. Came back from Chicago. We went to Lollapalooza.
Right.
Me and Anita.
Yeah. And you were there to see...
We were basically there to see Stray Kids. Yeah. We were there to see Stray Kids. I did eat a lot of good fucking food there, though.
Really?
I think
Chicago has a great food scene.
Chicago has an amazing food scene. I had Chicago deep dish. We went to... Listen. We went to a place called Illuminati's. I heard Pequod's is better. Whatever. Nita and I went to Illuminati's. She really liked it. I think it doesn't really okay, I think Chicago deep dish doesn't really satisfy what I want in a pizza.
I am the same way. I feel like it's too pie. The
crust is very like kind of dry and biscuity in a way. Maybe biscuity is not the right word.
I don't mind that, but it felt like it was too much. Like, I mean, having a casserole.
Like, it's pretty heavy. Yeah.
Lasagna. But like, when I have a pizza, I like having that like...
I want the chew of the dough. I want the chew of the dough. And like, Chicago deep dish doesn't really have that chew in that way.
It's just not for me.
So, I don't think it was bad. I think it was tasty. But it definitely didn't hit what I want in terms of Chicago. Like, in terms of what a pizza...
I remember that you can sleep really well after eating... Not even one, because you can't eat one. Like, I tried eating, and it was just monstrously hard.
I will say, Anita and I shared a small, which was actually a good size for us.
Okay.
Like, I did not feel like shit afterward. So, like,
I did.
Between me and Anita, we had a small, and like, that was fine. And we had like we did like no sides, just the small pizza, just to experience, because she never had Chicago deep dish before.
You always gotta try once.
And she's like, Anita was actually born in Illinois, but she has not been back to Illinois since, until like we went to Chicago for Lollapalooza. So we also had,
when you just said that, it never hit me that Chicago's in Illinois. So I was looking at you like, that's a weird fact to bring up.
Oh.
And then until finally I was like, oh, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Wait, so like, hold on. Did you think Chicago was a state?
No, I for some reason I was just like, Illinois is just some random place that you just brought up. And then I remember the song, and I'm like, oh.
Wait, what? You know those random fucking numbers you just said?
Yeah.
What
that's
did those numbers?
That's a zip code.
You know that? Wait, Chicago. Oh, of Chicago or Illinois? Wait, Chicago,
Illinois.
How do you How do you know the zip code of Chicago?
It was a song from a long time ago, and it used to play all the time over the radio. And I don't know how I know it, but those numbers, something. I don't think those are the exact numbers, 60652. But I am shocked I remember that.
It's the postal code. Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? There's
a song for Chicago, Illinois, 60652. I don't know.
Did it also have like other cities?
No, it had something else. I don't remember. But there was a song which ended like that.
I'm just like, I guess I'm just baffled that you know the zip code of Chicago, Illinois from a song that you learned a long time ago.
Dude, what you remember from like your childhood is so... It's Scruff McGruff?
Is this like an anti-drug ad?
Oh my God.
That is wow. So it wasn't even a song. It was a fucking anti-crime / drug advertisement where you can get a comic book. Oh wait, there is so there was a radio jingle as well.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That is just
McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
I guess you were raised right, Scarra. Anyway,
Dare. Let's go, man. Let's go. Know the drugs, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you know.
You know what's funny is like Dare taught me that a lot of random people would give me free drugs.
Huh?
Like offer you free drugs. Like, oh yeah, when these people like offer you free drugs, say no. Say no to drugs. And I'm just like, where are these offers for free drugs?
That's what I was saying. When Dare was around, the entire time people were like, don't do drugs. It's really bad for you. And I'm just like, how are people getting this? I'm in middle school. I'm learning about Dare. I'm like, where are people acquiring said things? Like, I was like, okay, like, how did you even come into... It's because I went to a private middle school.
Oh, well, I mean, I went to a public middle school and I still got no offers for free drugs.
Well, like my middle school, it's like, there's a dress code. There's 80 people in my class. Like there were
What was your dress code? What'd you wear?
We wore like the standard,
what's the standard?
Like button up t-shirt with the slacks or the shorts, and that was it. That was all you're allowed to wear.
Do you have photos of you from your childhood?
I would rather not want to share them. Yes, but yeah, I think they exist out there. If you go to the school book, or like I think if you go to their website, they may have like things from.
I'm just saying, man, we are lacking content in the YouTube Premium subscriptions. By the way, subscribe to our YouTube Premium. Get those memberships in for premium Fake Fans content. And I think we are uploading some Anime Expo specific stuff
soon.
TM. So make sure to get those subs in, baby, if you want to, support the podcast in more than just listening.
I don't like that Jason just brought up Dr. William Lee. This is
how you looked when you're in middle school?
That is my parents' preferred profession.
Oh, I thought that you were going to say that this is like your parent. Like this is your dad.
My graduated from Harvard. My parents would. Actually, my mom's very happy for me. The last thing my mom sent me, LifeLock. Make sure to protect yourself. And it just a paragraph and said $11.99 a month. I'm just like, what? I thought she got hacked, but that's apparently she's very worried that I'm gonna lose my personal information.
Wait, is LifeLock
something I have no idea?
Oh, I'm thinking of Life Alert. I think with the ones like help. I've fallen and I can't get up. I think that's life.
Oh, I mean,
you know what I mean? No,
my mom is so funny because at the time when Dare was happening, she was always just like, "Stop! That is so bad." There's a picture of an old woman on the ground, and she's like,
"Yep,
that's so bad."
But that's the jingle I remember.
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, it's going back to Chicago foods.
Yeah.
So the main 3 things that we ate that I think are specific to Chicago. I didn't get to try Chicago style tavern pizza.
Why?
Jason is like fucking cracking up. Oh my god, that's the ad I remember. That specific old white lady falling over is the one I remember. Anyway,
3 food.
Chicago style hot dogs.
Never had them.
What is it? Italian hot beef.
Never had that.
And Chicago deep dish. So wait, have you been to Chicago?
I was in Chicago for an event and I had their deep dish. I think I only had one day to eat food there, so I had their deep dish and that's it.
Okay.
So I didn't have to try their other 2 stuff. Okay. How was the other 2 stuff?
I will say that Anita and I loved Portillo's. We went to Portillo's specifically for the Chicago style hot dog, which is a bun, a wiener with a very snappy like outer casing, which I think is really important. Okay. I love that. I hate when a hot dog has a soft casing. I hate that shit. I need the snap. It has tomatoes, sports peppers, very green relish, onions, celery salt. I might be forgetting something, but I think those are the main toppings.
I like some of that, most of that.
It's really and a pickle.
I hate the pickle.
Okay, but Anita also doesn't like pickles. But she said that like the pickle actually really helped balance the hot dog overall.
I think pickles are a great like food to balance taste.
It's a good one for that.
Yeah, it's like it's there for a reason. Like it's on hamburgers for a reason, you know. Yeah. And I just generally am like, nah, I don't need the acidic balance. I love it by itself, but I understand its purpose.
But yeah, we went to Portillo's. And last time I've been to Chicago was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago now, with my ex-girlfriend, actually.
Yeah.
And that was the last big trip we went on before we broke up. And I remember the last time that we went, the Portillo's was so fucking busy, like line out the goddamn door. And I thought that would be the case this time, especially with Lollapalooza. I thought it would be packed, but like we actually just walked in and walked straight up to the counter and ordered. It was great.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know if Portillo's is the best Chicago dog, but it was really good. The fries are good. Great place. We went to a place called, I want to say it's Al's Hot Beef, something like that, or Al's Original Beef, something like that. And we got, the Italian beef sandwich, and we got ours the way that they recommended, which was like thinly sliced beef, soaked in jus, and then with it, it has like, I want to say it's like hot and sweet peppers, and
like that.
They dunk the sandwich into. This was the way they suggested we do it, because either they could just put the beef into the bread, or they will dunk the entire sandwich into the jus, so it's just like a soaking wet sandwich, and provolone cheese on top of it. And that shit was so good.
They dunked the whole sandwich in, and the provolone cheese is on top of the sandwich?
I think they put the provolone after.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will say, of the things that we ate there, we thought I like the Italian hot beef sandwich the most, then the Chicago dog, then the deep dish.
Yeah.
I think Anita actually liked the Chicago dog the most, and then the Italian.
I love hot dogs, and I like sandwiches. So I would probably love those 2 things. I think Chicago is one of the food places I want to go to at some point.
Yeah.
People have been telling me, not people. When I say people, it's like a generic statement. I have been randomly in Uber conversations where the Uber driver would be like, "Hey, I came from Chicago. What are you thinking?" And I'm like, "I'm thinking about moving there maybe." And he's like, "I just moved out. Don't do it." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, but the food fucking slaps." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay."
I kind of feel like that's the case for like most like really popular like metropolitan.
Yeah, it's like everyone would be like, "Don't live there," but if you go visit,
you can say the same shit about LA. It's like, "Oh, don't move here, but food's great."
Yeah, and honestly, like I always forget why I'm here in LA, aside from obviously my job. But whenever I have friends come over, I'll go out to eat with them. I'll be like, this is why I'm here, because the food is just awesome.
Yeah.
Even if I go back to the same place, go back to different places, I'm always like, oh shit. I went back to K-Town recently, went to like a barbecue area around Quarters, not there, but in the area. And I'm like, there's like new restaurants that just popped up. Like that looks sick. Like that one looks sick. That one looks sick. I think I'm happy for the food. I'm happy.
I fucking love food.
Yeah.
We also went to Alinea, which is like a Michelin-starred restaurant, meant to be. I think it's like one of the best restaurants in the world or some shit.
And was it fire?
It was amazing. It was honestly so good. If you like seafood, it was like a very seafood forward menu. There was only like one dish I didn't really like, and it was like kind of like dry chicken. So, but like it was very cool, very like concept driven dishes. My favorite one was like this fucking like this like they brought us into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And they served us a whiskey cocktail with aerated corn because it was supposed to be like dishes that represent corn. So they gave us a whiskey cocktail with aerated corn in it, which was delicious, by the way. I thought it'd be really strong, but it was actually hella good. And then they gave us like this king crab. They gave us king crab on top of cornbread with like a fucking some kind of gelée on top. That shit was so fucking good.
You just had to say cornbread and king crab, and you got me.
It was fucking good.
Yeah.
And then popcorn, like seasoned popcorn, which was kind of cool. But yeah, I mean it was cool. It was cool. But like that meal was amazing. And when I was about to pull my credit card at the end, they're like, "Oh, don't worry, you've already taken care of it." And I was like, "What? I don't remember doing that. Wait, what?" So like, I guess I paid for the meal. And I just don't remember ever having paid for the meal, which I thought was interesting.
What if the server was a fan? It's just like, oh,
I don't think so, because that's like that meal was like basically like $600 a pop, something like that. It's a very expensive meal. It's not cheap. And
the server was like, don't worry.
Wait, you might have like seen. So this restaurant is known for the dessert. Like they have a very iconic dessert where they literally, it's like painting on the table that you're sitting at. They like have like freeze dried ice cream that they break over like the table. They like paint. They put like different like sauces, like flavored sauces of different colors over them, and like crumbled cookies and shit. So like,
but was it good?
It was alright.
You said alright. It better be fucking good.
It was okay. Like I didn't love it. It was okay.
For me, I think a lot of the reasons I don't like Michelin stars as they go up and up is that like when you get to the 3-star, like the presentation and the setting matter, and I don't give a shit about that. Like I don't like fine dining. I'll do it for special occasions. It's fine. Like it's not whatever. But like I like going to like the Michelin star like street food hawker center vendor and being like, this shit was fucking fire. This, you struggle to get seats. The service is like they give you the food, you fuck off, and I love that shit. And it's like dirt cheap. I think that's my preferred type of eating. I don't like to dine too fine.
Yeah,
but special occasions, and it sounds like it was pretty special.
You know, it's like we're visiting Chicago.
Yeah, no,
and like
it's
you
cool.
know, it's a cool experience. I don't know if I would do it again, to be honest, but like it was good. Like at least the food was good. Like at least the food was good.
No, and I'm like,
so, and that's why I was grateful for. But of all the things that I ate there, the thing I enjoyed the most was the Italian beef sandwich.
I'm not like a texture eater, but dunking a sandwich into the jus sounds like it'd be a texture nightmare.
No, so the thing is, it's like you eat it there though. Like you never deliver it. So like having that shit like straight, like the bread is still like fresh and not soggy. But it has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So because it's not like complete, like it's like a quick dunk. So like it's like the exterior is kind of like soaking in the. It's very messy, but it's the bread's not necessarily soggy yet.
That is so.
I get what you mean though, because I'm also a texture eater, but like it was like we ate it like within minutes of it being dunked. So like it wasn't bad.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna get delivery, you would get the jus separately, kind of like a French dip, sort of. So. I mean, that shit was amazing though.
On my end, for like recently, I've been like, every time someone shows up, I only leave the house like a couple times a month. And usually it's like food in LA. And I'm just like, I've been very, very grateful for Koreatown recently. It's just like a place where I'm like, damn, like if the reasons to stay in LA, a lot of them are Koreatown. Cause like, I just like how Korean food tastes. I love like the how bold the flavors are. And just like all the cuisine. So I'm just like, I'm in Koreatown a lot. I'm like, fuck yeah. Like the food here is fucking awesome. The food here is awesome. I love K-barbecue. I love this shit. I'm just down. I love Korea. What can I say?
I'm just waiting to hear that you were like,
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Okay. My dream for you is that you find some like Korean food content creator girl that like either likes making Korean food or likes going to Korean food places and making content, and like you just live the best of both worlds, you know? And also she's like not bad at TFT.
And like a supermodel.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
That's a given. Yeah. Like if supermodel's not in the header of their application,
she's like the daughter of Robert Kraft. You know.
Like,
so she's like a multi-billionaire.
Oh, okay.
That way, like I would like to be like just taken care of. Like I.
Oh, you want? Oh,
I want
Okay.
that. I want that princess treatment.
You want your pay pig.
I want that princess treatment.
Okay. All right. I mean, you deserve to be treated like
Yeah.
a princess, Scarra, of all people.
Yeah. Like when you know, when we go out and in our Lambo, our Ferrari, our like Escalade. I don't know how we're gonna roll around. I want to be in the passenger seat.
Okay.
She can drive.
It sounds like you want your Brat Summer.
Yeah.
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 Have you been hearing about Brat Summers?
I've been listening to Charlie
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Dude.
And every time I listen to that and Chaperone, my chat's always like, yo, look at this. This music's fucking fire, man. I'm like, okay.
It's good. No,
It's good.
It's good.
It's vibing.
Chaperone, like, damn.
I think for her especially, I don't know a lot of the lyrics. I think it's one of those things where it's like, the more I vibe with the song, the more I tone the lyrics out. And it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to her music all the time. I'm just like, damn, I'm having a good time. I don't know what she said.
I even like when I'm paying attention to the lyrics, I'm just like, oh shit, like this is like the gay anthem. Like they're living. No, seriously, like it's like specific. What was it? Like Pink Pony Club and Good Luck Babe. It's, like I think she's a lesbian. So
yeah,
like,
no, people always come into my chat and they talk about it. Like, oh yeah, you're for the gays. I'm like, this song slaps. I'm down. Yeah,
hell yeah, man. I mean, fuck. I tried going to Chapel Roan's set at Lollapalooza.
I imagine it was packed,
dude. It was packed before I could even see the stage.
What?
So I was just like, nah.
Really?
Yeah, no, it was.
No, but like, she's like,
it was fucked.
I don't know if she got signed. Was she playing on a big stage?
I don't know the names of the stages, but she was like one of the main stages.
Yeah. She's huge right now.
She's massive.
I don't know anyone who's like a bigger, like she could headline anywhere right now.
From my understanding, like she had like a decent following already, but then like I want to say it was Coachella of this year. This is what I've been told. I could be wrong. I just heard that after Coachella this year, like she started popping off more. And same with like Sabrina Carpenter and like it's a Brat Summer, dude. Like what was it? Charlie XCX.
Yes.
Fucking Chapel Roan and Sabrina. Like the girlies are eating good.
Oh, okay. For me, the last couple weeks or so, I've been really like trying out a lot of music. I've been listening to all kinds of random stuff, and it's been pretty nice. Like usually, I don't know how you do playlists. People do playlists for different things. Like I've seen cleaning playlists. I've seen all kinds of things. Sid linked me a playlist of like, just her fucking her hood ass playlist, and then I had a playlist that's just sorted by year because I'm fucking lazy. So my playlist is just like any song I think is interesting during that year that's not generic, or even if it's generic, gets put in there. So like in the last month or so, I filled up like half the playlist. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know. I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'm gonna put this on here.
I mean, I'm awful with making playlists.
Yeah.
Like my playlists are best of Spotify of each according year. My friends' playlists. Shout out to Ex Choco Bars and Jody and Sid for sharing their playlist with me because like I've been listening to a lot of their shit. And also I'll just do playlists of my favorite songs from a specific singer. Like I'll be like, oh, favorite from Muse, favorite from John Mayer.
Yeah, usually I'll listen to stuff and then Spotify will autoplay stuff near like after, and I'll be like, oh, okay, we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw Stray Kids live.
Okay,
and they are such good performers. Holy shit, they are incredible.
Okay.
I will say though that it was fucking crowded. Because me and Anita tried to get relatively close, but the way the stage that they performed at works was that like there's like a hill kind of like going down or something. We couldn't see the front stage, even though we're relatively close.
So it's like a pit.
Kind of, sort of, but like it was just slanted enough around us where we couldn't see the stage. We could only see like the projection screens and just the people around us. Also, it was so packed, and there were so many. Okay. Lollapalooza is weird because it's all ages. Well, it's not weird, but like that kind of made me uncomfortable where it's like, oh, I see a lot of just children here.
I understand.
And I just felt kind of, there's so many high schoolers, man. And it's, uncomfy.
I think I'm more used to the EDC. I usually only go to one festival a year at EDC. Yeah. And I didn't go last year. I'm probably not going this year. And it's older. I think it's not of all.
It's definitely. Right? I don't think it's all. I think it's like 18 and up at most, or at least.
So that's why it's like I'm definitely not comfortable around like younger people at these kind of events.
Dude, droves of high schoolers. Droves.
Wow. I imagine especially for stray kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I saw a lot of parents with their kids as stray kids. There was a dad in front of me who smelled like onions. Just straight smelled like fucking onions. And since we were packed like sardines, the back of his head was like very close to my face.
And you smelled the onions.
It just straight fucking onions, man. It was brutal. And we were at that stage for like 3 hours.
Hours?
Because what was it? Leve was performing before Stray Kids, so Anita was interested.
Is that Laffy?
It's pronounced. Oh yeah, it's spelled Laffy, but it's pronounced Leve.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I also learned that recently. Too.
I mean, she's great.
Yeah, well. Okay, so this might be the most hate-inducing thing that I say. Like people will get mad at me for saying this. I don't really fuck with Leve's music. Like she's great. Her tones, like her music is like very.
Not an ally. Okay.
Not an ally. Is she gay? What the fuck? Do I hate women now? But yeah, it's just more like her music is very like main Disney movie film protagonist coded, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's just a lot. I like individual songs, but listening to her entire set for me was kind of too much.
How long are these sets? Like 90 minutes?
Depends. I think hers was about an hour, like either 45 minutes or an hour.
Stray Kids is like an hour?
No, theirs was like an hour and a half because they were like they're the closer.
Oh.
They're like the headliner.
So you were happy watching Stray Kids?
I was happy watching Stray Kids.
But she was happy watching Stray Kids.
And Leve.
Okay.
I mean, like Leve wasn't bad. It just like wasn't my cup of tea.
Okay, fair.
So
I told you this recently, but I will tell you guys. I have a very interesting TikTok algorithm right now. I have a lot of K-pop that comes up, and not just like the normal. Like you'd imagine, like normal algorithms are gonna have Chaewon, like the Seraphim. Yeah. I have Cat's Eye and like random K-pop groups, and I'm just like, how the hell did they get here? I have no idea. No idea. I'm not he called me a K-popper, and I was a little offended.
Listen,
by that.
He brought up Cat's Eye, and I was like, baby, you just told me about. I was talking to Anita, and she's like, baby, you just taught me about Cat's Eye like yesterday, right? He's like, yeah. Wait, why are you bringing up Cat's Eye? I was like, oh, Scarra's getting Cat's Eye TikToks
all the time. And
Anita's like, oh, they're like pretty popular, but like I wouldn't expect someone like Scarra.
Yeah, exactly.
To get TikToks.
Between that, I have NBA TikToks. I have League of Legends top lane TikTok. I don't even play League of Legends top lane, but I have hit their TikToks all the time, and it's just like that's like my algorithm. Mm-hmm. It's a very unique one. But anyways, I end up seeing more K-pop stuff than I like.
Do you think it's my fault? Do you think I heard your phone being in the room with me?
Yeah, I imagine just my proximity with you and your proximity to Anita. So for people though, Anita is like, I don't know how to say this without it sounding insulting. She's the ultimate K-popper.
Yeah, she has a anonymous Twitter K-pop stan account.
You know about it.
Yeah, I know about it.
Okay, so the way I see it is like, I've heard that if you go to like a karaoke, she can like, and any K-pop song, she knows the song and she can do the dance.
Yeah, she goes to like K-pop dance classes. She loves, she consumes a lot of Korean popular culture, just stuff. Like,
right. Yeah. She's dating a Korean.
Allegedly.
Yes.
But she right now she's addicted to some reality show where it's like Korean divorcees go on. It's like a reality like dating show, but it's like all Korean divorcees.
She speaks better Korean than you.
Yes, she speaks with my mom in Korean, and sometimes I have to ask Anita what
she's like the ultimate test. And apparently I tested like positive for being too close to K-pop. And so that worries me a little bit.
Are you enjoying it though?
I showed it to Broden, and I'm like, what do you think about this group? I think they're popping off recently. He's like, I've never heard of them. And I'm like, oh. And he looked over, he's like, are these guys are very Spice Girls. I'm like, oh, you're right. They kind of give you that Spice Girls feel.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone in this house knows who Cat's Eye is. Except like even Toast.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then like, I also had a lot of QWERTY stuff before they were super popular. So it's like, I don't know, man. My algo is a little.
Don't worry. A lot of people in the comments will probably be like, "That's pretty based of you, Scarra."
No, they're not
fucking
based.
Cat's Eye, dude. That's based.
They're not gonna say
that's fucking based.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, it's better than dude. My algorithm is hella rant. Like, I cannot stop getting Game of Thrones House of the Dragon TikToks in Spanish and Arabic and Portuguese. Not even in English. I even do like the long press and say not interested, and I still keep getting them. So I have no
crazy.
It's okay. I am watching. Like I watched House of the Dragon. I watched the entire second season, which ended recently, and like I get why I'm getting those TikToks, but I don't know why I'm getting them in
Portuguese
in other languages, and it's driving me fucking insane.
That is kind of funny.
It's that, the Olympics, and like politics.
I also get, and this is my thing, I also get Korean manhwa recommendations.
Dude,
and
that's why.
And it's
manhwa,
and it's really bad because they give you a recommendation, and they're like the top 10 Korean manhwa of this year, and it sorts by year. It goes like back like 5-6 years, and I look at the square they have for all the years, and I'm just like, I read 8 of these. I read 8 of those 10. Oh, I read all of this. These 10. I read.
Wait,
2021 was a banger year, by the way.
I'm so stupid. I was like, dude, why would you be getting fucking cat's eye TikToks? You're literally reading manhwa in English. Korean manhwa in English. Cat's Eye, an American group that does K-pop.
No, I feel like
it's not
that.
The Venn diagram is almost a perfect circle.
But you know what is a perfect circle? We've clarified this. We're still working on One Piece. It's a work in progress. It's not really happening. Okay.
Whoa. Hey. Whoa. Speak for yourself.
Okay.
While I was at Lollapalooza, I read 60 chapters.
60?
60.
That's hella impressive. So he's working on it. I'm working on it. But what I keep seeing is the animation from the recent One Piece anime, and it looks sick. And every time I see it, I'm like, damn, I kind of want to go. Like I would see like Blackbeard, and recently my whole TikTok is about Garp. It's Garp's entrance into to save Kobe in some random area. I don't even know the context of it, and it just looked sick. I'm like, damn, the animation is fucking fire. His entrance is cold. I'm like, this Garp, it looks fucking badass. And like apparently it's like the first time you get to see his power since like the Marineford arc, which is like I know what the Marineford arc is, so it's been a while. But I'm like, damn, every time I see that, I want to watch One Piece.
Yeah, so one of the biggest reasons why I want to actually be caught up on One Piece is so that I can like watch like, I don't know, some sort of fucking like compilation of like the biggest bangers in One Piece like animated. You know what I mean? Because like the other one that I saw was I think Luffy in like 4th or 5th gear. I don't know. The one where he has like white hair and like lightning and shit. Like him fighting the leopard guy. I keep seeing. Oh yeah, I keep seeing those edits too.
It's
like,
after
that looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
So that and the Garp, like both are like making me like, okay, like I do want to read this. Like, but I will say though, as someone, I just finished Hazard Punk Punk Hazard. What is it?
Punk Hazard.
Punk Hazard. People keep correcting me, and I'm just like, fuck, I will never Punk Hazard. Mm-hmm. I just finished Punk Hazard, and I'm now in the what's it called? The Ark? I forget. Whatever. It's the one where they go to an island that has like dolls, toys as are like living beings and shit.
Is that the one where it's Big Mom is the villain?
I don't think I've seen Big Mom yet. I want to say it's Doflamingo.
Oh, I don't remember what specific arc that is.
I'm being told that it's a really good arc.
Okay.
It's a slow arc, but it's a really good arc.
Okay.
I will say that a lot of people have shit on Hazard Punk, but I thought the wrap up for it was pretty good. Like I was actually pretty.
I always think Oda wraps up arcs well.
Yeah.
Because he always has a good vision about what he wants to get out of the arcs, and I think that saves arcs from becoming terrible because they all eventually interconnect. That's why I respect him a lot.
It's funny because he has like such an opposite problem of most like manga creators in my opinion, or like anime, whatever, where it's like, oh, like the goings of it is so fun and cool and shit, but the wrap up is so dog shit, like so bad. Yeah. But like for him, it's like the other way around. It's like, oh, like a lot of shit kind of happens. You're interested in some POVs, you're not interested in others. Blah blah. Pacing's bad, but then like the wrap up is like, oh shit, this is pretty hype. So going from that to this new arc, I'm kind of like, oh, this is kind of weird because like it's just an island where it's not just all toy people, by the way. It's like toy people and regular people. They literally show.
I know what arc you're in. I don't know what it's called, but I remember okay.
I think it's called Dressrosa, actually. I want to say it's called Dressrosa.
Dressrosa arc. If it's Dressrosa, I remember it being hella long.
I think Doflamingo is cool. He's cool. Or I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Is he?
I think so.
Is it Don Flamingo or Doflamingo? Anyway, he's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I don't know what his powers are exactly, but I saw him like scratch the air and then it like sliced people into pieces, whatever. But my kind of controversial take is that I think that the One Piece crew are the least interesting characters in whatever arc they're in.
Oh, honestly, like it's crazy because like I think usually you see like the weak cast build themselves up over time. And I think that like that over time for a lot of other manga is short actually. But for this, it's like over and over time. Like even in like the animated, the Garp comes in, you're just like, Garp's still kind of sick.
Yeah.
Garp used to run with like what? They used to run with like Roger back in the day. Like this guy's sick. And even now you're like, that's a cool ass character, you know?
Yeah.
I think that like it's not a bad thing that they make new characters or side characters really cool, like the admirals or
I mean, I don't think it's like okay. After reading Hazard Punk, I was like, Trafalgar Law is cool.
I love that guy.
Cool dude.
Awesome.
Cool dude. Cool
I love
ability,
his aesthetic. Yes.
Everything. Like Smoker, love that guy too. Like but it's just like I find the One Piece main crew to just be like embodiments of their individual gags, and that's pretty much it. Like a lot of them. Like Nami is like I don't know, I guess like the intelligent navigator that kind of like uses her feminine wiles to get what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke's a pervert.
Okay.
Sanji's a pervert.
Okay.
What is it?
Zoro gets lost.
Zoro gets lost, but is cool while getting lost.
Sick.
Luffy is like the goofy, hungry guy that like always comes in the nick of time to save the fucking day with this giant fucking inflated arm gum pistol shit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, okay, I think that Robin has honestly not been much of a character since the Crocodile arc. Like, she's just kind of plain to me. Like, she doesn't really do anything.
I don't want to join this conversation without rereading a lot of
like
parts.
maybe I'm like misremembering stuff, but I remember Robin having a lot of really good characterization in the arc that was focused around her. Yes. But then after that, she's just kind of like this girl who kind of like just like smiles.
I think some arcs definitely focus more on certain characters and their development. I think that's fine. And amongst the crew,
I just find that there's been no development amongst the crew. Like any of the crew, especially in Hazard Punk. Like maybe it kind of showed off some of the new abilities that they've learned since post time skip. Mm-hmm. But overall, I would say that like their personalities are a little one dimensional for me.
Okay.
That's just how I feel though.
I would need to reread it.
Yeah.
But I did think when I was reading it, my general vibe was that I didn't mind the cast at all. I thought they were pretty charming. I always feel like if you have a cast of more than 5, you're going to have people, or 4, you're going to have like certain people are going to love certain specific people. And then everyone has their own like quirky kinks and stuff like that. I don't know quinks. I don't know exactly what I was going for over there.
I feel I mean quirk and
yeah.
Kink.
Yeah. So everyone loves like a specific like certain person on the Straw Hat crew. And I think that's cool. And they add like people to the Straw Hat crew every couple arcs.
I guess my main issue is that there are just like I don't like most of the quinks that the Straw Hat crew has. Frankie is like a himbo. He's just like a dumbass.
I think you would like someone that you haven't met yet. So like I think it's like there's someone for everyone, and they all kind of develop in different ways. I definitely feel like you're more of a
I'm not quite there yet with like the crew.
There's definitely one character that I think that you would like a lot.
Okay,
kind of deal.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, I still am overall enjoying it. I just wish I liked the main crew more, I guess.
Yeah.
And right now is not really. It's more focusing on the side characters that are introduced, which is fine. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm tired of Brooke just like wanting to see women's panties. I'm tired of Sanji hitting on every attractive woman he sees. And just maybe I'm just a Brooke hater. Like I don't know why Brooke exists.
I feel like you are a Brooke hater, but that's okay because when it comes to other stuff, like when it comes to like My Hero, I'm like a Mineta hater. So
okay, if you find me a Mineta enjoyer, put them in prison.
But I heard in like later, he gets like mind controlled to not be a pervert. He becomes like a stand-up guy.
That's a way of doing it,
and that's like how like he got broken out of the pervert trope. It's like he.
Wait, I kind of hate that though, because that's like not character development, right?
No,
like
it's like his classmates got so pissed off at him that they like strapped him to a chair and forced him to watch like reformational stuff. And ever since then, his scenes are like not perverted. But I'm not really into My Hero. I just remember seeing the panel and being like, oh, that's an interesting way of doing it.
You know, I have to see it for myself.
Yeah,
because I'm just like, I'm curious about that.
I saw the panel on Twitter and I'm like, is that really how it went? Because I remember like the early seasons of My Hero being
just unbearable.
Yes, it's like Black Clover, like the animated early seasons. Asta is like yells a lot.
Still have never, like, as a Black Clover defender and enjoyer, I still have never seen a single episode of the anime, so I completely understand that people hate Asta because he just won't stop fucking screaming.
Yeah, the early episodes was not great.
Yeah.
As someone who's read like well into the manga.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I am enjoying One Piece though.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm liking it. I am interested to read more Dressrosa.
I'm so like, okay, I'm at this point in my life where I'm looking for addiction. And so that sounds really bad. But let me explain. Okay. As a person who, you know, remember, Dare supporter, okay, from the very beginning, Scruff McGruff, I got you. I remember when I was a lot younger, and now I sound very old. When I was a lot younger, I used to be pissed when people were like took whatever they loved and made it their personality. You know, it's like, I love this so much. I love this so much. It's like you
were like a One Piece main crew character.
Or people who loved Undertale and made it like everything. And now I realize like I wish I could do that. Like I want to be so addicted to something that like I make it my life.
I thought big titty VTubers was your whole personality. No?
I mean, I wish, but I don't love it that much.
Oh.
And so like recently I've been addicted to reading just a shitload of Korean
dude, you say this every week.
No,
like, I'm what? Really?
And also a ton of TFT. Like the new set came out.
I've been playing a lot of TFT.
I played
too.
10 hours a day since it came out.
I hate this current set, or I hate the current meta.
The meta is not good, but I think the set's fire.
Cool. Yeah.
But like I played like 80 hours in 8 days.
Listen, I'm gonna just say it that TFT stole the spells from Hearthstone Battlegrounds, the superior auto battler game.
We both know it's not superior.
Just gonna say it. They stole spells. That was Hearthstone Battlegrounds did it first.
We both know that we both know Dota Underlords probably did it first, man. Dota All-Star.
Dota Underlords who?
But yeah, like I've been addicted to those two, and I feel very good.
Hold on.
TFT and Korean.
Wait the fuck up.
What
about Path of Exile?
I've also been addicted to that. But
okay,
like,
I was gonna say like,
but like it's hard to be addicted to 3 things at once. There's only so much time in the day. So like if 10 to 12 hours are devoted to TFT, and then I have 3 hours devoted to PoE, and then I have the
3 hours. That's it.
Yeah, it's really low.
Yeah,
and then I have another 2 hours to read the Korea. I have essentially my whole day.
Cat's Eye.
And then Cat's Eye is like in the morning or some shit like that when I open my TikTok. So I'm like my schedule is essentially that every single day, and I kind of love it. I like being addicted to stuff. I think addiction is great. Not something that maybe you should pursue, but like, you know, it's nice to know that I can still be a degenerate gamer, or I can still love some like a genre so much that like it's all over the place. I at some point really want to get back into reading like actual fiction. I had a point when I was traveling to China where I read a book every like couple days, like at night.
When you went to Shanghai?
Yeah, when I go back to my room, I'm by myself with my thoughts. I just open up my phone and start reading books. It was really weird. I don't know. I ended up reading,
literacy is cool, kids. No matter what Scarra says.
I ended up reading like 2 books. So I got back to like a fantasy fiction kind of era for
what have you been reading?
A little bit. Jade. It's like the Jade Sea trilogy or something. It's like a really highly rated fantasy fiction series. And I read something else. And then I had a really good time doing that. And now I'm back toward this really shitty, trashy genre, which I honestly, a lot of it's really good and pretty good.
Okay. Give me your Rex. Rip them.
The thing is, I know my Rex. I've talked about my Rex enough.
Okay, but anything new? Or are you just catching up on old series?
Actually, there was something I added recently that I thought was I.world. That's weird that would just show up there. That's crazy.
Wait, what the fuck? Why do you have the Cat's Eye like main website just open on it as? Wait, it's more than just the TikTok, Scarra. No, who's your favorite member?
No, that's crazy.
Who do you stand?
I don't know any of them.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I don't know.
This guy tells me like I don't know where these fucking Cat's Eye TikToks are coming from. You open your fucking browser and the Cat's Eye main website is just, dude, bro, just drop this. Drop it. Who is?
No, I'm telling you.
Who do you stand? Who's your bias?
No, it's not like that. I promise.
This guy's so full of shit. Anyway, while you're looking this up,
yep.
My Hero ended. It's done.
Yes.
And I got spoiled on it already. I don't know the finer details of
I
what
got
happened.
spoiled as well. So much.
How much do you care about the spoilers? Like us discussing it.
I think you talk about what you can know. I do not care. I'm gonna reread it at some point.
Okay. So spoiler warning for My Hero. Thank God I'm actually doing it up front this time. Spoiler warning. We're gonna discuss very briefly on My Hero stuff. So yeah, I saw a tweet that basically said, I can't believe that Deku ended up quirkless and bitchless.
Same. Which I thought was crazy.
Do you know what fucks me up?
What?
Is that like the quirkless part actually surprised me the least. I was like, okay, that kind of saw that coming, right?
Yeah.
But then bitchless, I was like, wait, he doesn't get with Ochako? Are you fucking kidding me?
That is crazy because I thought that they were like pretty much like almost there.
From what I remember, it felt kind of like a one-sided crush from Ochako's side. Like they never made it very clear that Izuku.
Yeah, but I always thought main hero shonen protagonists are always a little like whatever about romance.
Yes.
They're always just like, I'm so focused on becoming stronger to beat Sasuke. They're like, fuck women. You know, they're like, like blinders are on like this.
Yeah, but like as a romance enjoyer, hearing that Ochako and Midoriya never like end up getting together like officially,
it's weird.
Actually made me so mad. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like that would have been like my favorite personal payoff, where like they just like get together and like be happy and in love and shit. But like quirkless and bitchless, so like I don't know. That really, I know that's stupid, but that really killed a lot of my desire to reread the series. I will say though, I did start reading again.
Okay.
I read about 10 chapters. My God, the early arcs are hard to get through. I don't think it's because that they're bad. But it's kind of like, I just want to get there already. You know what I mean? I just want to get going already.
My thing with My Hero has always been the same, where I think My Hero is definitely something where it's like, okay, well, I think the cast got too big for me to care about. Like when they start introducing multiple classes, and I'm just like, okay, well, like I care about that person and these couple of people and that people, and then like I'm already bad with names. So introducing like 20 names to me, I'm like,
yeah, that part.
I'm a little stressed.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that didn't really stress me out too much, just because I didn't even try to remember their names.
Yeah,
so, but I was just like, I don't know. I remember for that series, I fell off with the villain arc. Like, I don't really remember what happens, but I just remember the villain arc being kind of boring and slow for me. So, I am gonna try and reread it. I did hear some very fucking mixed feelings about how everything got wrapped up, but we'll just see how it goes. Because I really did like early My Hero a lot.
I thought when My Hero first came out, and it was like, this is the big three. This is the next big three. I was like, the next big three? Okay, that's big ass talk. I haven't really heard that talk again till Kagurabachi, actually. But I think that's more of a meme. You know?
No, I don't think it's a meme. I think people genuinely like Kagurabachi. I might be wrong on this, but from what I saw from like the power rankings, it was more popular than Dandadan.
The hype, at the very least, coming in felt like
it was for the first two,
it was meme.
But now it's like unironic.
Yeah,
like,
I think people
just
like
really like it.
So it gives me, it's really interesting, and so like that's gonna make me want to read that. I looked to see what I was reading. I was reading so I saw TikTok based on the top 10 like Korean manhwa of every year, and I was going through every year, looking at it and being like, do I like the art? Do I like how many chapters there are? Because you know the amount of chapters matters for me. Because if it's 3 digits, that's a lot of fucking chapters.
Yeah.
Turns out 2021 is a fire year. That picked me up. That had a bunch of really good ones. I was reading it's called Leveling with the Gods. And it's one about a person who regresses. This is gonna be crazy. Okay. And he climbs he climbs a tower, okay? And he why are you are you listening? Hello?
No, I'm listening,
yeah. Yeah, he every floor he gets ranked, and he always ranks the top. And by ranking the top, he ends up like talking to the administrator of the tower and the floor. And as he's climbing, there are like essentially all the gods. A lot of the gods are major political factions,
of course.
And like he's really much against Olympus, which is a section of the gods. And so yeah, it's like he levels up that, and he's trying to essentially eventually beat the outer gods, which are gods that are not yet introduced into the novel. Anyways, it's really interesting, and the art's a little bit not my cup of tea, but it has 119 chapters, and I read all of it in 2 days. So that's what I was reading. But as you can see, a lot of these share very similar things to each other.
Glazed over.
Yeah. It's like that. Like I feel I struggle talking about this kind of stuff. You know, I think it's better for me to talk about the books I read, because I feel like that is more interesting because the books I ended up reading in Shanghai, which is a while back, like I read the Jade City.
Okay.
I think was
the Jade something trilogy, right? What was it called?
The Jade. Don't fucking remember. And I just think that like it's weird that as I'm gotten older, I care more about short-term satisfaction, where I feel like I should care more about prose.
I think that's just brain rot.
Yeah, it is. Maybe it is.
I think our attention spans have just
I
like
should care more about prose
and
and rhetoric, at some point. And I don't really. I maybe I need to develop my brain to enjoy stuff again. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, probably. I think we just are very used to like the treadmill of wanting instant gratification, especially with like all these fucking social media apps and shit. And like reading a book seems so fucking hard now.
So wait, last time I remember we talked about the book club, and you're like, let's stick on Sakamoto Days a little bit. Did you?
I read like 2 more chapters of Sakamoto Days.
Okay, no problem. I don't have, my opinion has not changed. I love it. I think it's great. So it's like I don't really. I was just wondering on the update. It's not that. It's okay.
I think it's just not for me.
Oh, okay.
Or I need to give more time, because the fact that I read 60 chapters of One Piece over Sakamoto Days kind of shows me like
people. I mean, it shows priorities. And I think that like honestly, like 60 chapters is a shitload.
Yeah. I mean, I've also been reading other shit. Like I caught up on Pick Me Up as well.
Yeah.
And also I read 200 chapters of Peerless Dad,
which I was gonna start catching up as well. I started reading. They did Solo. Did you know Solo Leveling came out with a sequel?
Ragnarok.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's officially out. I think there's like 10 chapters.
I've also been reading that. It's like 14 chapters now.
I'm not.
It's not bad. I like it.
I want to read it. I was waiting for. Okay. How many chapters do you wait to stack? So like
I try to do like 30.
So
if possible.
So for Korean manga, there's always like a number, and I look for 30 as well. 20 to 40 chapters is where I wait. I will give exceptions to really hyped series, usually from Shonen Jump, that people are talking about. So I read Kagurabachi when it was at like 5 chapters. I read Ruri Dragon at like fucking 7 chapters, and then went on hiatus. But like I'll give exceptions to that. Centauria gave an exception to that, but for the most part, I like to stack. I'm not a person who tends to read when it comes out. Similar to TV shows, I don't watch when it comes out, but I think I should. Like following the hype is fun, honestly. It's like something to get. It's addiction.
There's like kind of like a draw to it where it's like it's an event.
Yeah.
Like, oh, have you seen the most read or watched the most recent blah blah blah?
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if you were like this, but like back in college, Game of Thrones, that was the hype shit. Like you hang out, you like go to your buddy's place, order some food and some drinks, and like you just like watch together.
Game of Thrones was sick. Like, I watched a lot of the early seasons. I read all of it, so I was like super hyped about it coming out, and it was. I remember when the Red Wedding scene came out, and like I feel like people didn't really spoil it on Twitter that much, and nowadays it would get spoiled really quickly.
Well, I think they did spoil it, but we just weren't chronically on social media the way that we used to be, or that we used to not be.
I think that's probably right, but like the Red Wedding was crazy. I remember that happened, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "That's right, bitch. Welcome to Game of Thrones. We're serious now. We real." And I don't know. I think it was everyone watched it.
I missed that. I genuinely miss like you would just set aside some time, usually like release day, to watch an episode together with your friends and like discuss it after. Like that, I miss that, because now it's kind of like, oh, you just like stream it from home.
Dude, I was gonna say we should do that for Dan, but like,
dude.
Okay, we're gonna talk about some more serious stuff.
God damn it!
So Netflix recently got a leak. I think it's Netflix.
Netflix.
Where
so many series,
animated series specifically got leaked. So we have Dan. I think
I could pull up the list.
First 6 episodes, maybe the first 12, the whole season, pretty much. Even Arcane season 2 got leaked.
First half of it,
which is crazy. Arcane is like one of the most expected things. The Terminator anime got leaked. The movie got leaked. It was crazy, and I feel so bad for everyone who worked on these projects. I think my hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take. If like one episode got leaked, it wouldn't be that bad. I think that like you can even argue that like maybe that might help a little bit for the marketing and hype to drive people toward the anime, especially if it's like a good product.
But leaking the majority,
the majority into a full season is like criminal. I hope these guys get caught and like get put. It feels like you wasted so much time to build hype, and I know how important it is, especially for like Arcane. You don't hear shit about Arcane. Like I have some people at Rai who like are like
will not speak a word.
Tight lips when it comes to this stuff, because to keep stuff secret, like you want to have shit where like no one spoils the red wedding. It's a big fucking reveal. Arcane has a lot of reveals like that are probably gonna happen through the story, and like I don't want to know till it comes out. And it's like that fucking sucks, you know. I think it's that the Arcane season 1 was broken up in 3 parts. It's 3 episodes, 3 episodes, 3 episodes, and it was time skips in between each episode. So it was a really interesting way of doing a story. I think they did this. They're doing the same thing for season 2, and the first 3 got leaked. So at least it wasn't the whole thing. But like, wow, I cannot believe how much got leaked.
Yeah, I just feel hella bad for everyone that worked on these episodes.
Same.
Because you want to build hype for these things and like celebrate the release. And when you have this shit like leaked unceremoniously, it's like, it sucks, because like a lot of people are gonna want to watch it, obviously, because they don't want to wait.
Yeah.
And I understand that, but I just feel really bad for the people who are like excited for this all to be like kind of hyped up and released like the normal way.
Yeah, the people who worked like years on it, and then they're just sitting there, and then finally, before they can even celebrate a big launch, it's just ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel kind of terrible about this. I feel so bad.
Yeah, like I'm personally not gonna.
I'm gonna watch.
I'm not gonna watch any of the leak stuff, especially because I heard like, I mean, not especially, but like I heard that even if you did watch the leak stuff, like a lot of it's like unsubbed, a lot of it's like poor quality or like not finished. So it's like, why even like ruin your own like enjoyment of these things that way? But still, it like sucks because now we were already like worried about spoilers. Holy shit! Can you imagine the amount of people that are gonna farm like the content from these episodes?
The amount of spoilers. It sucks. One of the things about being like a somewhat prominent figure when it comes to a streamer is that like people will try to spoil stuff for you all the time. Like if you want to not get spoiled, you have to watch the thing the day of or like the week of, and then like not look at social media.
Dude, someone DM'd me these fucking spoilers for, what was it? I think it was Avengers. No, Avengers. Either Endgame or fucking what's it called?
I got
the other one, Infinity War.
Yeah,
they just leaked the plot for it.
What?
Yeah,
I got spoiled on Spider-Man the third. I don't remember what it's
the one with the crossovers.
Yes. I got spoiled on that, and I was like,
"That's
you fuckers." But like, it was still a great moment. But I was just like, "You motherfuckers!"
It would have been so much cooler if like you were actually able to like have the first surprise of it.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's like it just is like it ruins part of your enjoyment.
Yeah. It fucking sucks. I just like it also just takes away from the whole like event feeling of like watching things together as they're supposed to be released.
So like Arcane season 1, we were invited to Riot Campus. They made a whole event dedicated to watching it. They watched it inside of their Globe Theater. It was a really cool event. I hope we get invited back. It was a red carpet event. I would like to go back. And
can I be your +1? Can I be your date?
Do you remember what I wore last time? I wore like a suede.
You look cool as fuck.
But like I would like to go again, and I hope they still host the event this year.
Right, please. Anyway, yeah. I don't know. I think we both kind of share like a similar sentiment towards like leaks and just like spoilers and shit like that. So like this whole thing is a huge bummer. Like you're right. Like I think if it was just like 1 or 2 episodes of like these seasons, then like it would be like, oh, okay, that sucks, but at least it will maybe generate some hype. It's not, but like some of them are like they're leaking like half the season. That's crazy.
Half the season, a whole movie is like, that's terrible. I can't imagine a whole movie being leaked. It's like, damn, all of our fucking work, really?
Yeah.
Maybe like a lot of people will be happy and generous and feel good about this. Maybe like the critiques online will be like, oh, all the stuff that got leaked was really good, and it'll force people to try to like watch it more.
I think that's like really
optimistic.
It's really optimistic.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I feel really extra. I feel extra bad about this.
I'm gonna need to be like extra vigilant with my like Twitter feed and my fucking TikTok feed, because I feel like it's just gonna be spoiler central. Arcane, dude. Yeah, that's crazy.
Arcane is actually crazier than me, because I know, as someone who has worked with Riot, they're very tight on control. Like I have signed like, I think it's a joke. Every time I go into their building, I'd sign a new NDA. And I've at one point I was just like, oh, I'm under 5 NDAs right now. Like what can you do to me, man? Like seriously, like I can't talk about this. I can't talk about this. I can't talk about fuck. You know? So it's like, it's crazy that something from their leak.
Yeah.
Because I remember they had a leaker for their champions originally, and like that guy got found out and like, I'm not gonna say he got murdered, but like something happened where he might not be alive, you know. So they take. I feel like they take their security pretty seriously
for legal reasons. That's a joke. And Scarra would love to be reinvited for Arcane season 2 premiere if you guys do that again.
Yeah.
I do wonder if there's like legal ramifications. Like, I'm wondering like what the context of the leak was. Was it from Netflix? Was it from? I heard there were rumors that it was like the sub, like some third party that's responsible for subtitling the series. Leaked it or some shit. I don't actually know.
It sounds like it wouldn't be a Riot end because it's like it'd be a Netflix end, right?
Yeah.
Some Netflix channel got compromised, and I'm curious how it happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll find out. I'm sure people are so interested in knowing, and it's such a public thing now that like people have to talk about it.
That's just fucking lame. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't really know what the silver lining in this situation is, to be honest. It's just like I did see some comments saying, "Well, Don looks real fucking good," and I was like, "That's great." Like
I could have told you that after the first.
Yeah, I could have told you from the first episode too.
It was
but
gonna
like,
be fucking fire.
I didn't need 6 episodes to fucking tell you that shit. But
yeah,
like, whatever, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like really discouraging. So
on lighter news,
yeah,
I was gonna ask something, and then I realized I was like, no, never mind.
Okay, you know what? Fucking pivot. I ordered something.
What is that?
At
I was so
Evo.
Okay.
And it arrived like last week. And it is a blanket.
What?
It is a blanket of guts.
Wow.
In a field.
That's a huge blanket. Wait, I thought when you ordered this, it was gonna be small.
No. So it's fucking cool. And I don't know. I just want to share it. It's from a company called Shibe Inc., I think.
Wait, you're wearing a Dandadan shirt.
Oh, this is the official Dandadan shirt from
the official Dandadan shirt, huh?
This is the only thing they have left available at their booth.
Crazy.
So I bought it.
I'm so jealous, man.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, I always see merch like anime merch. I'm always really curious how a lot of it gets made.
I mean, this is just screen printed though.
Yes, that's like screen printed.
Like you could feel it when
that's
you
like
rub yourself. Like, feel that. Hear that?
I'm stop.
Yeah. Anyway, any ideas for book club? Kagurabachi? Should we do it?
I was gonna say that or Solo Leveling. I think it's.
I'm already on Solo Leveling, so I'm down. But also, we could do Kagurabachi. Either one. Rock, paper, scissors?
I'm an expert now.
What are you?
I'm Solo Leveling.
I'm Kagurabachi.
Okay.
Okay. Rock, paper.
I'll shoot.
Unshoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Coward.
Bitch. All right, we're reading Solo Leveling Ragnarok as part of our book club.
I think it's currently it's in double-digit chapters for sure. I think.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I want to say I saw 14-ish chapters, and I read like 8. I think I like it. I actually like it. Like you wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb, but like I would like it. Really does capture the feeling of the original Solo Leveling. I feel.
I am happy to read it. As someone who's read the first one and reread it, I realize that if I don't think about the plot too much or like the plot armor too much, it's just a fun read. And I think that that's fine. I'm not here to really critique that it's not a fucking masterpiece. I think it's good for what it is. And I'm happy to see the second one.
It's a fun read.
Yep.
Can I give you one like spoiler?
Yeah. What?
This
follows his son, right?
Yes. Okay, so wait. Is there like a thing between Solo Leveling and Solo Leveling Ragnarok?
Yes.
What's it called?
It's like an epilogue.
But what's it called? Is it under Solo Leveling?
It's under Solo Leveling. It's like the last parts of it are solo, or like it's like an epilogue where he gets together with the main girl, which I forgot her name already, and I'm so sorry.
Don't, because they hardly characterized her. Okay. I need to go back and read that then, because I never read the epilogue. I went straight to and then I was like, oh, there's definitely some references.
Yeah,
some shit that I have not read.
They got together during I think Christmas, and then I was told that Christmas in Japan and Korea is like a couples thing, and I didn't know that.
Yes, it is. Wait, you didn't know that?
Well, like
I've been to Japan twice during Christmas. It's a couples thing.
Like I feel that's.
Like, Scarra, you'll be someone's Oni-chan.
I don't want to go in the months of November and December. I'm not going overseas anymore, man.
What the fuck, dude? This guy acts like he doesn't have supermodels lined up outside his door. Crazy.
I don't want to be in like Shibuya during Tekken finals and have everyone hold hands around. And
Are we going to Tekken finals?
Maybe there's a chance.
Sounds hype.
I think that's a good time for me to visit. But it's also near my birthday, so I'm just like
that could be a good birthday gift to yourself.
Japan.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe. You know what? You
Tekken Finals would be fucking hype.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Fake Fans. Thank you so much for listening. And make sure to subscribe to our memberships on YouTube if you want to support the channel and also get access to more bonus Fake Fans content. Thank you so much. We'll have another episode up next week. Look forward to, actually, Anita, my girlfriend, will be joining us for the next one. So
She will? I'm just kidding. You told me this before. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.